Start reassembling the oil pump for this 2001 Sportster. Already cleaned it. I've already lapped the surfaces. When I say lap the surfaces, I mean I used pane of glass and some 1200 grit wet dry sandpaper and just lapped them flat on this one, on the body, and on the top there, same thing, just like that. I already cleaned, everything's ready to go. Picked up my new expensive gasket, $1.71 at the Harley dealer. That's with tax. You know, I figured going up there it was going to be $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, whatever, judging by what everybody else wanted for them online. So, buying and then paying shipping on it too. So, and that's a nice foamette gasket. So everything's clean. Gonna put a little assembly lube down in the shaft here, in the body. Give it a little twisty twist. Let that soak in there for a second. Put a little on the outside of the gear here. This is Lucas assembly lube. That's what I have. I usually use Torco, and nobody has that locally. And the last time I needed some, I just got this in a hurry. It's been sitting in my toolbox in my truck for, I know, at least the past year. Give those a little twirl there. Get them nice and coated. And then your separator plate, if you look down in here, it goes in a certain way. There's little tabs in here in the body. Be nice if I could see them. Having eye surgery, I finally got that set up for May 1st. Or actually, we're doing laser next week and cataract May 1st on one eye. Laser on the right eye and cataract on the left. So that should be better. Better be, it costs enough money. And we'll do this gear here. Here are those carpenter bees. Okay. That's that. Put a new O-ring in here. Remember this little hump here goes towards the back. This fitting here goes towards the front. That's your feed line going out of the pump. A little dab of blue on the bolts here. I've already cleaned these with lacquer thinner. going to go ahead and torque these now. I'll just go over to the vise to hold the pump. Now, if you're holding it in the vise, be very careful. You want to hold it, don't really clamp on it, just enough to hold it in place. All right, they're all torqued. Torqued them to 100 inch-pounds on there. The factory, you need to be careful with the bodies on these things. Now, since we're already down this far, we're going to pull the fittings out and we're going to put some pipe dope on them. Just because. You could use Teflon tape if that's what you like. I prefer pipe dope just because Teflon tape's more of a pain in the butt, really. And it's not as good as a sealer. So just a little bit on there. Wipe it around with your finger. Okay. But I'm not really going to super tighten this thing yet. I'll do that once it's on the pipe there. It just makes it easier. That's just 827 fitting. It's got a 9/16 set on it. You don't need to really yank on those things too much because you'll crack the pump body. Now we're going to do the feed line too. This is going into the pump from the oil tank. Must not be holding my mouth right or something. And this is the same thing. This is just an 827 by 3/8 fitting. It's a 1/2 inch hex head. That one. Now when you're torquing this pump, you want to, when you're torquing it down, you want to feel it to make sure it still spins easy. And our last fitting, this is the return to the tank there. It just goes up here in the front. It's not really the best design with this 90-degree bend in it. But that's what's going back on there. Now if I was putting an oil cooler on there, I'd use a straight fitting. Straight fitting actually flows better because it's straight. It ain't trying to make a 90-degree turn in the oil flow. We're just going to put it right about where it was, which is right about there. Which makes it easier because I cut the bottom of the pump or cam cover off, so you have better access to this thing now. That's about it for oil pump assembly. I'm just going to leave it there and go eat some lunch, and I'm not even going to put it on there till I get some oil line. I think I'm going tomorrow to pick up some oil line and some other supplies. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, anything, just leave them in the comment section. If you want to subscribe, please do. If you like the video, hit like, hit notify, whatever. I'm trying to get this bike done. For this, back to best, waiting on some thinner base gaskets. They should be in this week sometime. I did check the deck heights on these things. The decks were about 15 under the top. with the standard Chromatic base gaskets. So took the base gaskets off, and with the base gaskets off, the decks were about, well, they were almost a little bit over the top, maybe 5 thousandths over the top there. So 5 should put my deck about even with the cylinders. And we'll be good to go then, and then we'll start putting the top end back together. I got to do the heads yet. And waiting on the rings and the top end gasket kit. And when we get those, we'll be able to continue on. So I guess next is I'll be putting the pump and the oil lines on sometime this week. All right, thank you. That's enough. I'm just rambling.